आपको एक और बाइट सुनवा देता हूं। इनाम ग्रुप के चेयरमैन वल्लभ बंसाली के साथ ईटी नाउ मास्टर क्लास में हमारे सीनियर एग्जीक्यूटिव एडिटर सजीत मंगाट ने खास बातचीत की है। आइए आपको सुनाते हैं।
It was in post 1985 that we started talking about a vision for India. At that time the vision was for 2000 and transparency and things like this started to happen. That's how the CB Act got passed. That's how mutual funds were allowed. That's how, foreigners were allowed to start up mutual funds. So Morgan Stanley started with the State Bank of India, right? The first growth fund was with State Bank of India. They were not allowed by themselves. And I remember having gone around for banks and institutions because they got licensed, but they had no understanding what mutual fund was. But opening your mind to new possibilities, the regulators have helped capital markets become amongst the best in the world. So, when we did DMAT in the late 90s, people didn't know the power of DMAT. And we converted 99% of our paper into DMAT in just 2 years. Nowhere in the world that has happened. So this is the execution and capability that we have. So if the regulators keep moving in this direction, and it is because of this that allowing SIP, allowing so many mutual funds to come in, allowing electronic trading, shrinking the period of IPO listing. It used to be 3 months. I mean, getting a clearance from CCI and then even SEBI used to be so long. Everything is crunching. This modernization of regulation and delivery has enabled all this to happen. And this shows that we have mathematical and common. This country is the foremost mercantile country in the world. And that includes understanding law, understanding business, understanding account, math, etc. So I think it's a reflection of the regulatory attitude. How IRDA was, how IRDA is, how RBI has changed over a period of time from, caught sleeping in the early 90s to where RBI today is, creating a sandbox that, okay, you can test your new technology, creating CBDC and so on and so forth. So I think as this happens, this what you're talking about, SIP and etc., because we had the savings habit, we haven't tested the gold instruments enough, but that's another huge possibility that we have. We haven't tested the land as a, tokenizing land and, converting it into liquid assets. So that again is the whole our title property, title management, etc. still needs a lot of change. So as we will move on regulatory reform and dynamism everywhere, you're going to see these financial markets expand and expand and expand.